Hey guys, it's Peter. I just wanted to offer you a few thoughts as we head into the weekend. And so, just to start off here, the first thought I want to offer is just something we talked about a lot. It's the concept of just winning 1v1. So, I think there are two ways to think about this. One is coming away with the ball. That's the simplest and easiest way to think about winning. But the other way, and this is sometimes just as important, is don't let them win, particularly in our defensive third. If you cannot let them win, you've won. The other concept is another winning concept, and let's win in the 18s. So our 18-yard boxes, when we're attacking, let's look to connect in the 18. If we have a player open, which oftentimes we will, let's make the simple pass, let's connect. And when we have a chance to shoot, a good first touch, touch and shoot. When we do, pick a side, hit it solidly. Defending in the 18s just as important. Everyone needs to be on high alert. When we're defending in our 18, it's a high alert situation. We need to make sure that we're together. No shots, block shots. Don't let them shoot. Be compact, shrink their space. And if we're 1v1, if it's more in the open space in our 18, same thing. You don't have to win, but just don't lose. Don't let them win. A lot of goals happen 1v1, and who wins in the 18. The third concept is something we've talked about a lot is let's just make the simple plays, the plays we should make. We're not talking about anything crazy or spectacular, but we have a 7-yard pass. Let's connect it. Let's not put it into their knee, right? Let's not make it hard for them to control. Just a simple ball to their feet. The plays that we should make, let's just make those plays. When we have it and we've got position on our player, let's keep possession, play it away, and let's keep it. So the simple plays. So another way of thinking about that is less unforced errors. And then the last concept, we've talked about this a lot, is let's support the ball. When we have it, let's think about creating lines and supporting the ball early, big space, and with clean lines. So think about that early, big, clean. Let's support the ball really well when we have it. Defending, same thing, just as important. We need to be on alert. Let's create 1v2s rather, where they have it. We have one defender. Let's create another defender to go help. So high alert. Let's have good shape to where we're not getting stretched out. Let's be compact, be tight together. The other team has it, we want to shrink their space. Right? When we have it, we want to make our space big. When they have it, we want to shrink. Good shape, and let's get numbers around the ball. And then the other concept I want to talk about, um, let's see if I can do this here. No. Um, all right, took me a while, but I got there. So, a few situations I want to run through. So, this was a situation this past weekend, and it has to do with support. So, our goalie had the ball here, and we gave it away. But one of the reasons uh, that happened was because our support was not nearly good enough. We had three, maybe even four numbers here. When we're in this situation, we have to support big and we have to support early. If we put ourselves in this position here, I guarantee you we connect one of these passes. But our goalie has it and we just become paralyzed. We just sit and watch and we expect them to do something when in reality, we're the ones off the ball that need to be doing something. And so the person who has the ball is only partially responsible for connecting. It's really the other people around the ball that are really responsible. And so this is a great example of how our support needs to be better. Early, big, clean lines. And I guarantee you, if we had gotten bigger earlier with clean lines, we would have connected that. The other situation I want to run through And just to confuse you guys, now we're going to be the team in red, but you guys are smart and you guys can figure it out. And so this is another situation from this weekend. We had it out wide, and we did a great job. Sorry. The 11 had it out wide. We did a great job of playing it into the 9 right here. And so here, if we just keep our head, what we talked about just a second ago, and we connect, we have all kinds of options. One option here is literally just to lay it off for the 8. The other option here is to play the 8 back and then run off and get it again. And what happens is when we do that, when the 9 plays the 8, I guarantee you the 5 is either going to follow the pass or they're going to sit there. And so we have all kinds of options. This, at the end of the day, is just a simple 2v1. And if we can solve this puzzle in the 18, we're going to create some good scoring chances. So just think about that. Let's connect. Let's think about our simple 2v1s, not just putting our head down and dribbling, but let's figure out how we can make a simple solution to create chances to score. The other situation I want to talk about, and I hate to do it, we're going to go back to being the green team. Like I said, you guys are smart kids. You can figure it out. And so here, remember, when we get it out wide, building from the back or any situation where we have it here, we want to create 2v1 between the 5 and the 7 here, if that's where it is. Simple 2v1. And so when we get it out there and we successfully get it out wide, the 9 really needs to make themselves available in this channel here. This channel here. And so I'd like to see us make use of these wide areas and these channels out wide because I think that space is available for us. Same thing here. If for some reason the 9 is out, the 8 can make a run into that space. Same thing. 8 or the 9 in these wide channels. Let's really look for that. I think we can have a lot of success. And then the last situation I want to talk about is this situation where we break a line, maybe even 2 lines, and usually the 9, sometimes it's the 8, but we've broken free in this open area. Our tendency here is to put our head down and try and just run to goal. And that's a good idea. The problem is most teams, they're going to put their best athletes in the back. And so the chances are you're going to have not just one, but 2 players that you're going to have to beat. That's going to be a tall order most of the time. So let's think about dribbling with a purpose. Like, even if we just sprint dribble into these areas here, like, that's really useful. Like, even if you don't beat your player, like, that's really useful because we've penetrated with possession down here. And then once we see that happening, every single player needs to be running and supporting, particularly the 7, in this case, the 8 and the 11. Because even if we just get down here and we keep possession and we have a thought to then pull it back to the middle, look at this situation. If we can get it to the 8 here, we have all kinds of options. The 5 is going to be moving. I'm guessing they won't be tracking. And then we have chance for another connection here and to go on goal. So just think about that. Let's dribble with a purpose. We don't have to think about hitting the home run. Getting the defense moving and then getting our support coming in, those are going to be good chances for us to create numbers in our offensive third to create some scoring chances. So those are just some thoughts I wanted to offer you guys. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And let's see here. And then the last thing I wanted to say, Let me go back here. So these first 2 points, winning 1v1 and winning in the 18, like these are the points that I think will pretty much determine the score. These last 2 points, 3 and 4, those are the points that will dictate how good our soccer is. But these first 2 points will really determine the score. And if I had to pick one, it's this one right here. How good we are in the 18 when we have it. Can we connect? Can we get good shots off? And can we defend? I really think that's what's going to determine the scores. Both are important, but I just wanted to offer you those thoughts. So let's have some fun. 3 great games ahead of us, and look forward to seeing you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow.